Elon Musk is under fire, which, let's be real, what else is new? But this time it's about something important, something that actually matters. Like, this isn't about him cozying up to Donald Trump trying to take over the U.S. government. There isn't about him calling out the U.K. government for their, blatant abuse of children. No. This is about stuff that actually matters. He's being accused of being a fake gamer. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol. And yeah, if you hadn't heard, Asmongold calls out Elon Musk, says he'll stream to Twitter/X for an entire year straight if Tesla's CEO can prove he personally leveled up his top-ranking Path of Exile 2 account. Now, this sounds strange, this sounds wonky, but if you've been following any sort of gaming news, you know that, Elon Musk has been accused over the last few days of being a fake gamer, of his accounts that he uses for these games not actually being leveled up and played by him, because when he was actually streaming and showing some of his Path of Exile builds, there were some inconsistencies, we'll say. And as you know, Elon is a big gamer. At least he claims to be a big gamer. I mean, he was on the Joe Rogan Experience relatively recently talking about being the numero uno Diablo 4 player in the world. And, he was going all in, talking about it. Joe Rogan was giving him massive praise. PC Gamer wrote a hit piece on it, which we covered on stream. It was hilarious to see the coping and seething that they were so upset that he was good at the game. Well, it turns out it may or may not be true. So we're going to get into this article. Before we do, hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day. And I don't know that this is true or not. I've seen the arguments being made. I've actually been following the story for a couple days, but didn't really want to comment on it because I'm not convinced one way or the other, and I'm also not like a massive Elon fanboy. I respect the guy. I think what he's done is incredible, but he's, of course, not free of criticism. Like all people, he is fallible. He has made mistakes. In fact, he has made some egregious mistakes with his handling of X, in my opinion. However, it is still a net positive considering what we used to have under the old regime. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get into this. In response to a number of oddities raised by his recent live stream of the game, Elon Musk has been challenged by popular Twitch Asmongold streamer. It should be Twitch streamer Asmongold, but Spencer, come on, what you doing, bud? To back up his claim that he is one of the world's top-ranked Path of Exile 2 players. Now, by the way, I don't know too terribly much about Path of Exile 2. Now, I did play, I did play Diablo 4 when it came out, and he's supposedly the top Diablo 4 player. Now, Diablo 2 is one of my jam. I'm actually pretty disappointed in Diablo 4. Flame me in the comments if you want. Whatever, go for it. But the point is, so I'm not exactly an expert on what was wrong with his Path of Exile 2 play, but the videos I've watched that break down some of the more egregious mistakes he made, despite the fact that he's supposedly the top player, yeah, it was pretty interesting, to say the least. Developed by Grinding Gear Games and released in early access on December 6th, the second entry of the Path of Exile series builds upon its predecessor's foundations and presents players with a dungeon-crawling experience of massive proportions, with a full 6-act campaign preceding a sprawling endgame featuring hundreds of randomly generated maps filled edge-to-edge with the corruptive forces of Count Ganor. Given his noted love of Diablo 4, it comes as a little surprise the aforementioned Musk would take an interest in Path of Exile 2, even going so far as to broadcast one of his play sessions to his millions of Twitter/X followers. And to be fair, this is one of those things that would lead credence to him not being a fake gamer, because the claim is, for those of you that don't know, that he has actually paid far better players and far better gamers to have access to his accounts and do all the level ups for him, and then he just gets all the busted end-game attacks, abilities, content, the whole nine. So, okay, when he does stream it, he is very competent in things like the combat. He does know what he's talking about in terms of the lore, but he also does things like pass over incredibly rare drop items that the vast majority of players don't have. So, I mean, why would you pass that up? Just inconsistencies like that. Or, there's creative maps. They talk about in this how there are randomly generated maps, and his map file was labeled as Elon's maps, and people were saying that, why would you put that in the third person? Why wouldn't you say my maps or maps created? Now, I wouldn't put it past Elon to actually name his files in the third person. The dude's kind of eccentric, but yes, you could also read it as somebody created these maps, named the file Elon's maps, then sent the files to him. There's also this weird conspiracy that's why he's part of the going all in on H1B, is because he wants to bring these individuals across the pond, because of course they're going to be Asian players, they're the best of these types of games, over to America to hide the IP address being, like an Asian IP address, for example. I have no idea if there's any truth to that, but that is what some gamers are claiming, so it's kind of insane. And Yeah, Asmongold did a full breakdown on this, or at least he responded to a full breakdown, then added his own 2 cents to it, with Asmongold being one of the most famous gamers on the face of the planet. He's a lot more knowledgeable about something like this than I am, because I play horror games and fighting games and it's a lot of platformer games. Online multiplayer things just aren't my bag. I'm a terrible team player, unless it comes to Pokemon Unite, and then I'm a great team player if you listen to me, because I'm better than you. Either way. However, as Musk stumbled on his way through January 7th livestream, franchise fans began to note several oddities and called his claim of being one of the game's best players, as reasoned by his level 97 account being one of the top 10 highest in the entire world, into question. While a full, in-depth rundown of the situation would likely come across as near incomprehensible to non-PoE players, again, I watched the breakdown, and while I can understand the gist of a lot of it from just my time as a gamer, yeah, the stuff that was Path of Exile specific, it was kind of difficult to follow. I ain't even going to front. Streamer QuinTV provided a succinct rundown of the situation via a video uploaded to his personal Quin69TV YouTube channel, bluntly titled, "Elon Musk is lying about being good at video games." Okay. Is he lying about being good at games, or is he lying about being good at this game? Because for those of you that don't know, I mean, Elon was a programmer for Sega at 15 years old. That's just a factual bit of Elon Musk lore. So I don't know if he's lying about being good at video games. Maybe he's lying about being good at this game, but you don't get into programming, and you definitely don't go to like work for Sega at 15 if you do not understand games or if you are bad at games. So yeah, there's so much of this that just makes me wonder one way or the other. However, we gotta get to the Asmongold portion, because that's probably what y'all are here for, to hear what Asmongold had to actually say, and then what my thoughts are on what Asmongold had to say. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore. That's permanent death mode, trade league, the in-game term for the seasonal league that allows for co-op play. Said the streamer 2 weeks into the league, when people are playing the game, literally they're staying up 40 to 50 hours without sleeping, only playing Path of Exile, and the most try-hard guys in the world, and the highest ranked player on a hardcore trade league, was level 93. And you're thinking to yourself, that's kind of close to 97, he continued. Every time you level up, it becomes exponentially harder to gain experience. A lot harder, and yes, you guys get how level up in gaming works. So these players get to 97, they have to be playing the game every day, the majority of their day. Now, maybe Elon is, however, homie got like 5 companies or something. Like, you got Tesla, SpaceX, Boring Company, X. Okay, so that's 4 companies, and maybe there's one I'm missing. Either way, I can't imagine he's dedicating hours upon hours every day to playing Path of Exile when it is such a, once you get to that hardcore level, an intensive thing to do. So again, I do get the skepticism. How did you get to level 97 in such a short time? That is nearly unfathomable. And dude is running 4 other companies. Now, you can make the argument that, oh, they are so efficient they run themselves, but you can't really sustain a business that runs itself by being absent as the CEO, as the man in charge, while also doing all the stuff, like for Donald Trump, for example. I mean, dude has been hanging at Mar-a-Lago for what, like the last 6 months or whatever? Like, I don't know the actual amount of time, but like, point is, I just do see where these questions come into play. Currently, what's the highest ranked player? QuinTV then inquired, moving to pull up the profile of the relevant player, Noxon817. They're level 97 at the same as Elon Musk. A text clarification added to the video self-corrects the record, knowing that as of the video's editing, said players now reached level 98. So, I mean, I figure he's effectively been just doing nothing except playing Path of Exile. Following respective dives into further curiosities, such as Musk's failure to understand the game's late-stage mechanics, his ignoring of extremely valuable items he received from defeated enemies, and his lack of any custom gameplay settings, QuinTV ultimately asserted, if you need any more proof that Elon is 100% boosted, he was playing the game today inside of maps blasting while simultaneously on X space talking like some far right-wing part of some German government. Now again, here's where it makes you wonder if there is an angle to this. They bring up the politics. Like, I get it, Elon a divisive dude, a lot of people don't like him for, I mean, again, various reasons. As I said earlier, the dude ain't God among men, I don't worship the guy. But when you say, oh, he's on Twitter Spaces talking like, or X Spaces, I'm like a German, some far right-wing part of German government, like, I don't know. I've been a big advocate for keeping video games and politics relatively separate, and you got this dude trying to break down Elon being a bad gamer and throwing far-right, politics into it. So clearly there's an agenda there for you as well. Like even if Elon is a fake gamer, when you say stuff like this, clearly you have an agenda. It makes what you're saying harder to believe. I don't know some political bullshit he included. I guess he's just that much of a god gamer. Eventually, watching QuinTV video for himself during a recent live stream, the aforementioned Zach Asmongold Hoyt walked away from the report declaring, "So the question is, did Elon Musk play his account to level 97? The answer is very simply no. Unequivocally, without a doubt, if Elon Musk can prove he played his account to 97, I will stream on X starting the day he proves it for an entire year straight." He then challenged the Tesla CEO, "Every single stream that I do, I will." Well, a multi-stream, also stream to Twitch too, right? After issuing the challenge, Asmongold further questioned to his followers, "I don't know why Elon Musk did this." Well, I do know why. It's an ego thing, right? But I don't think it's the right decision to make. And I think it was stupid of him to have done this. Now, Elon's a smart guy. He might not be, again, everyone's cup of tea, but the dude's a smart guy. I would think someone as smart as him would know that if he didn't do all this power leveling himself, and if he doesn't actually play the game well, why would he live stream it? I mean, yeah, you can write it off as he made some simple mistakes because he was also streaming it. He's talking to his audience. He's on X Spaces. Elon Musk ain't exactly a streamer, even if he is not. Not every gamer is a streamer. So maybe it's possible that he just made a bevy of mistakes due to the fact that, well, he's doing a lot of stuff that he doesn't normally do. I mean, even as someone who does stream and does play video games, I don't stream video games. I'm not good at it. I know that it will make me worse at the game if I have to split my attention between the chat and trying to be entertaining and sit there and actually play the game well. Like, there's a multitude of things that go into streaming that just regular gamers don't do. So I get giving Elon the benefit of the doubt in regards to how poorly his stream went. Every single stream I do, the fact that people respect authenticity more than they respect success, I don't think there's anybody that really gives a shit about being really good at video games. I feel like former vice presidential candidate for the U.S. Democrat Party, Tim Walz, is a good example of this. He said, "Tim Walz, being a big fan of Crazy Taxi, was really endearing to a lot of people, and being a big fan of the Dreamcast and all that." By the way, as much as I can't stand Tim Walz, Dreamcast, greatest system of all time, Dreamcast fans rise up. I think a lot of people thought that was really cool, so you don't need to pretend to be like this elite top #1 gamer in order that people that video games respect you. In order to have people that like video games respect you. I think that we deserve, if he wants an apology, if you really played the game, play through the campaign again. He affirmed, play through the campaign again, explain the systems in the game, and do it live. And you gotta have a face cam. You gotta do it. You did it before Diablo. Diablo is not so hard, right? But yeah, stream it. You gotta stream the whole thing, not on X. Tell me ahead of time so I can react to it. And you know what? This is a fair challenge. This is an entirely fair thing for Asmongold to ask, because there is a lot of evidence against Elon Musk. Like there really is. I can come up with all these, straw mans and examples of why Musk might be great at this game, and this still have been a poor stream. But at the end of the day, there's enough evidence to question one way or the other. I think Asmongold is being completely fair in calling Elon Musk out on this and saying, "Yo, give us some proof." Not only that, this is a great offer for Elon Musk, because if you can get one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, Asmongold, to effectively go, I don't know about X exclusive, he said multi-stream, but start really prioritizing X as a way for folks to watch streams, because Twitch is terrible. People hate Twitch. How many individuals only watch Asmongold after the fact on his YouTube channel where he does the re-uploads because they don't want to fuck with Twitch? Twitch has just a terrible UI. It is just an ungodly, awful, ugly platform. It's the reason I don't use it. I mean, there's other reasons I don't use it, but in general, aside from being filled with ethos, Twitch just got a terrible UI. I mean, I truly cannot stand it. So Elon Musk be looking at a great opportunity here to get Asmongold to be on X and really start, especially with the announcement that XTV is going to be a thing soon. Getting one of these big name streamers like Asmongold, who's one of the biggest in the biz, to come over and do streams exclusively on X for a year. I mean, that's a powerful tool. Elon would be insane not to recognize the benefit to that. Drawing his thoughts to a close, Asmongold concluded, "I feel like it's a universal negative for him to do this, and just makes him look more insecure, like an insecure asshole by doing it. It makes him look worse entirely. And I think also him misjudging the complexity of the game and thinking he can get away with having people not notice indicates just a level of bad decision making," he said. "I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk. I really like Elon Musk a lot, but this is embarrassing and very silly. It is, and it makes him look bad, and it's for absolutely no reason." As of writing, Musk has yet to formally respond to Asmongold's challenge. So as of course by recording, he has also yet to take on Asmongold's challenge, but he should. He 100% should. Look, Elon Musk has quote tweeted lofty pixels before. If Elon has quote tweeted lofty pixels, he damn well can get in touch with Asmongold and they can work something out. I mean, let's be real. I personally know people who are in contact or have been in contact with Elon Musk. He's not necessarily a hard guy to get in touch with, at least on a very surface level. If you got the right mindset, if you say the right things, if you appease his, sense of humor or sense of self-worth or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, did Elon fake his gameplay? I really don't know. And even if he did, is it just for this game or is it gaming as a whole? Again, I don't know. But this seems like such a massive opportunity to bring X into a competitive market with Twitch. Bro, why would you pass that up? You just announced that XTV is launching. You want X to be the everything app. You know, at least I would assume, being a gamer, which I do believe Elon Musk is a real gamer, you know how big gaming content is on the internet. It's one of the most widely consumed pieces of content besides, like, politics and porn. So, yeah, this is a no-brainer, but also if there's no response, it very well could be indicative of the idea that Elon kind of a liar and that he did in fact pay somebody to run this account for him. Now, does that mean anything to the H-1B, H-1B work visas, and he wants these people to farm for his accounts to come over here and continue to farm but in America? I think that's incredibly conspiratorial to the max. Also would be a gross abuse of government power. Not that people at the heads of big businesses are exactly immune to that. In fact, they're relatively known for it. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I mean, Occam's razor here would say, yeah, Elon probably paid someone and is getting exposed for it. But man, what if he wasn't? And what if that means we start seeing X be a legitimate competitor to Twitch? Because Kick tried. Kick kind of failing. There's another one out there right now. I don't even remember the name of because it's doing literally nothing. So Twitch, just like YouTube, needs a true blue competitor. Look, I love Rumble. We all love Rumble. Once again, shitty UI, and it's marketed as like a free speech political sort of service when it's not. You can go to Rumble. There's a lot of gaming streams on Rumble, actually, and some of them are pretty damn entertaining. There's also a lot of funny cat videos on Rumble. It's not just a political app, but is it even getting in the ring with YouTube? No, it is so far outclassed by, in terms of weight classes. Twitch is the same way. Until we have legitimate competitors, we're just going to continue to be under the boot of these fascistic companies that can silence you at any point because they disagree with whatever your political, social, environmental, or even just emotional and philosophical points of views are. So, yeah, this could be something massive for those that are true staunch advocates for competition in the market when it comes to specifically creators. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day. Not always about other creators like Asmongold, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos we react to on the upcoming live streams, and of course, get involved with over 150 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to grow even further, because we do care about diversity, but only one kind of diversity of thought. If that's interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.